My name is Sean McConnell. I am the MPI manager here at Croom Medical. Croom Medical has been in business for 40 years and we are a contract manager who develops and takes on the production of orthopedic implants for major OEMs and smaller companies alike. As the MPI manager responsible for taking on product into Croom Medical and getting it out the door as quick as possible, having a technology like the ABG system enables us to bring new solutions to our customer to enable us to scale and solve the issues they have quickly and be a place where they can try and look at new systems to make things cheaper, faster and respond to their needs more accordingly. So when it comes to the development of knee implants, one thing that's been done for the last 40 or 50 years is the manual polishing of these. This is an individual taking a cast or ground part, taking it to a belt and polishing it till we can get a mirror finish. This, as you can imagine, requires a lot of skill, but also creates potentially unsafe areas with the amount of dust and ergonomic issues as an individual is standing over a belt all day trying to get this to a polished finish. So logically we looked at automating this. We talked to multiple robotic solutions and for want of a better term, a lot of them felt somewhat dumb. They weren't able to replicate the tacit knowledge and feedback you get from a human doing this. What that missed was the fact that when this is done by a human, there is knowledge being gained as they do it from the feedback from force, from the heat being transferred into the part and a load of other things that aren't considered by a robot. So we managed to find and reach out to Ferrobotics on LinkedIn where they allowed us to use their ABG system. This system can go on the end of a robot and enable us to do polishing while getting force feedback to bring in that intelligence that a human would bring to the process. So to date we've now been able to take some of our knees that have been casted and remove excessive material from the casting process and getting it down to a finer grit to reduce the load on the operators that are polishing these to a finished surface. So as a business we see this as the gateway to enable a lot more of this over the coming years, and we expect to scale our use of the ABG system across not just the hard material removal from the cast but the whole way to a polished surface that's good enough for customer use. So as a company that's growing and enabling new technologies on our 3D printing and machining side, it's great to have a very key part of a manual process being automated through the technology that Ferrobotics bring. So for us as a company, this is a bit of a game changer. As I said, it enables us to look at legacy product and start to think about doing things in a different way and hopefully give us the advantage in our industry that sometimes can get stuck doing things because that's just how it's always been done.
www.ferrobotics.com. Follow us